Hello, my name is Dan Murphy, Technical Support Manager for Atlas Sound. Today I'm going to show you the proper method for installing a ceiling speaker into a drop tile ceiling application. Step one is identifying the products that we're going to use today. We're using an 8-inch ceiling speaker with a back can and a tile support. Step two, after we've identified where the speaker needs to be located in the ceiling, we'll have to remove the ceiling tile and confirm that our cabling is in the right location. As you can see, our wire is already in place and the tile will be removed for installation of the speaker. Step three, we're going to cut a hole in the tile so that we can install the speaker. We're going to use the tile support as a scale to measure the center of the tile. So I place it at the edge of the tile. I make a small mark in the tile for the center point. Then I place the center line of the tile support on that mark. And then I just mark out the circle that I have as my template. Now that we've marked the cutout location, we want to identify the holes for the speaker installation when we get to that part. So I'm just going to mark these holes really quick. Now step four is to cut the hole in the tile. In step five, we're going to prepare the enclosure for the wire entry. As you can see, the enclosure has 4 separate knockouts on it. Depending whether we're using conduit or not, we can knock out one or as many as we need to. First of all, I remove the knockout from the enclosure. After removing the knockout, I install a standard Romex connector to protect the cabling as it enters the enclosure. Okay, now step 6 is to install the enclosure in tile support behind the tile. So remove the tile, place the tile support, and place the enclosure on top of the tile support, making sure that the holes are aligned. Step 7, we need to install the speaker into the enclosure. Before we do that, we need to identify which wattage taps we're going to use on the speaker, so we must prepare the transformer first. In this application, we're going to tap the speakers at 1 watt. So I've identified those wires as the black and yellow wires. The rest of them, the tinning must be removed from the end to prevent shorting. Now we'll go ahead and install the speaker onto the top of the tile and feed the tapped wires that we're looking for through the prepared hole in the enclosure that we did earlier. Align the holes in the enclosure with the holes that we created in the tile. And using the included hardware pack, we'll insert the screws through the tile into the enclosure. Now that the screws are secure, we have completed our installation into the tile and we can install it in the ceiling. I've repositioned my ladder so that I can place the speaker in the ceiling. I found it easiest to take the tile and speaker assembly, place it on top of the ladder. Now I can wire my cabling to the speaker with the supplied hardware in the hardware kit. Make sure the wire gets inserted back into the enclosure and tighten up the cable clamp. After that is completed, I can grab the tile by the speaker and insert it back into the ceiling. And that completes our process for installing an Atlas Sound speaker into a drop tile ceiling. If you have any further questions, you can contact our technical support department at 800-876-3333. Thank you very much.